Guys, rent, eating. I'm gonna check out the bookshop and the gym. And the gym. Those words. Don't like him. I don't like Ethan. Short and buttered chaos Louis. Hello guys, I hope you're all okay. Welcome back to my channel. I am so happy to have you here. We're going to do something a little different this week, and we're going to do my very first reading vlog, which I'm so excited to film. Started the vlog off strong, which I know isn't book related, but I got my nails done. Nail slay. I usually always go for a chrome, so this is a bit different for me, literally just having a coloured French, but I'm obsessed. I love this pink, and I'm just feeling very colourful at the minute. I don't know what it is, but I'm usually a neutral girl, but when I wear clothes, she says, whilst wearing a bright blue hoodie, I usually wear quite neutral colours. But I was probably feeling like a colourful nail. I don't know why, but I think because the sun's been shining and yeah, we're getting into the spring summer vibes. But yeah, I'm really excited to film this vlog this week. I know I've watched quite a few reading vlogs and people get through quite a lot of books, but I'm just saying it right now, I am a slow reader. Well, I wouldn't say I'm an extremely slow reader, but it probably takes me about a week to read through about a 700 page book. I'm pretty sure that's how many pages are in the bigger ACOTAR books. I think the last one that I'm going to be reading in this vlog, I think it's a little bit more, but this week is probably the perfect week for me to do this sort of vlog because, just for reference, like, I'm self-employed and I do content creation. I'm a makeup artist predominantly, and I do lash extensions as well, but this week for me is quite a slow week. It's not the busiest week for me. With me doing makeup, it's very much, I'm in trial season, I'm in admin season, getting people booked in for their weddings for this year and for next year as well. So that's basically my start of the year as a makeup artist. My work is very, very busy in the summer months. For me particularly, it's May. As soon as it gets to May, that's it. I'm going to be go, go, go in terms of doing wedding makeup, which I'm so excited about. But yeah, this week for me, it's a lot quieter for me. So I feel like it's perfect for me to just film this vlog and try, and I'm gonna read as much as possible. So it's Monday today and I want to try and finish. I'm currently reading A Court of Silver Flames. Is that what it's called? The smaller book in the ACOTAR series. I swear that's what it's called. And I'm so close to finishing it. No, A Court of Silver Flames. That's the last book. That's the last book. I'm currently reading A Court of Frost and Starlight. Yes. Yeah. Honestly, the name of these books just like disappear out of my head constantly. But yeah, we're going to be finishing A Court of Frost and Starlight, which I'm so close to finishing. And then we're going to be reading, and I'm going to try and finish by the end of this week, A Court of, oh my God, it's completely gone out of my head. A Court of Silver Flames. You know what I'm on about. At the end of this week as well, I am going to be going on a little spa day, so I'll take you along with me then and I'll continue reading the book. But my aim by the end of this week is to finish that book, and then I will have finished the ACOTAR books. Oh my God, that just makes me so sad. I've loved these books so much. It is what has sparked my ignition, my flame into getting into reading in the first place. I've said this in my other video. I did not think that this would be the start of 2025 for me. I did not see this coming whatsoever, that I'd be getting back into reading, and this is what's really motivated me to do these vlogs as well, because I've just loved just sitting and talking about these books and yeah, I'm just so excited. I have downloaded the Audible for A Court of Silver Flames. So every time I'm going to be doing stuff around the house and I'm going to be going and taking Louis for a walk. Where is Louis actually? Where is he? There he is. Ah, little cinnamon bun. You might put in. See, it's just like flick up. But every time I take him for a walk, I'm going to be listening to the Audible, which I'm very excited for. But yeah, sit back, get comfy, and I really hope you enjoy this week with me. I literally just thought I was going to show you that I'm listening to the audio of A Court of Frost and Starlight, but I realised I'm filming this on my phone. So I can't show you. But yeah, just to let you know, I'm listening to that whilst I need to clean and sort out this kitchen. Guys, I've literally just finished this book. Oh, the ending, those words. Oh, I just love Rhys so much, so much. The words that he says to Feyre. Oh, I just love it so much. Oh. I really enjoyed this book. Obviously, it's a lot shorter than all the other ones, and I'm pretty sure it is classed as a novella, but I feel like this book is just so perfect compared to all the other books, and it's been slotted in just at the right time, because the last two books, oh my god, they're heavy. They are heavy. So much happens, and this was just a perfect palate cleanser for when I go on to the next book. And I feel like loads of people give this so much stick, but I just think it's been slotted in at the right time. Like in the last book, A Court of Wings and Ruin, oh my god, it's so intense and so much happens. They go to war, and in this book it's really reflecting on how the characters are progressing after all of that's just happened to them, because they all went through a hell of a lot, like a hell of a lot. So that's why I think that this is just the perfect palate cleanser. Obviously it's nowhere near as good as the other books, but it's in completely different ways. Like I said this about A Court of Mist and Fury, that so far is my favorite book, but I love A Court of Wings and Ruin, and I rated them both 5-star, but for completely different reasons. They both had completely different focal points, but I love them both so much, and I love this one as well. But obviously nothing really major happens in it. It's mainly just character progression and seeing how all the characters are dealing after all the extreme events that have happened to them throughout the whole of the series. So I'm gonna rate this 4-star. I'm gonna rate it 4-star. I did really enjoy reading it. It's nice and giggly. It's like, oh, just little stuff that happens. I am really sad now though, because I know that the next book is Nesta's point of view, but I'm pretty sure it is written in third person, but it's not based around Rhys and Feyre, which makes me so sad. It makes me so sad. With this book, it's a mixture between third person and first person. I'm pretty sure the only character that it does, or does it do with a couple of characters? I know definitely Cassian, they did it with third person. Did they do it with more as well? I'm pretty sure they did. But from Feyre and Rhys, it's first person. And oh, I just love those two characters so much. And I'm so sad that they're not the main focal point, because I'm pretty sure people are saying for the 6th book that it's going to be based around Elaine and possibly Asriel as well, and seeing how those characters sort of progress. But oh, I'm really sad now. I'm really sad, but I have got very high hopes for the last book. People have really highly rated that book and said that it's their favourite one out of the whole series. So we'll see, because I just love Feyre and Rhys. I absolutely love them so much. And oh, the end of this book, oh, the end of this book, like you've seen. When I was cleaning, I literally had to stop and just take it in. To the stars you listen and the dreams that are answered. Oh, I love it so much. That's A Court of Frost and Starlight ticked off, 4 stars. And we'll go on to the last book, which is A Court of Silver Flames. I don't want this series to end. I really don't. I love it so much. But I just know that there's so many more books out there, but this will always hold a special place in my heart. Like I said, it's what's got me back into reading, and I'm just so grateful for it. But yeah, let's go on to the last book. Oh! Guys, please excuse the fact I look like a literal toe right now, but I'm just out walking Louis and we've had a slight change in events. I feel like I want to have a little bit of a break from the ACOTAR books, and I want to go into something that I want, just like a little palette cleanser basically. As much as I feel like that last book, A Court of Frost and Starlight, was a bit of a palette cleanser, I feel like I want to have a little break from the ACOTAR books, because I know that the next book is from a completely different perspective, and I know that this book that I'm going to read now, it's not going to take me long to read at all, especially because I'm going to be listening to like audiobooks and stuff like that. So we're going to go on to read Never Lie by Frida McFadden, a much anticipated read. I know some people absolutely love this book, and I think it's up there with one of her best. So I'm going to start listening to that now on my walk with Louis, and my aim is to give myself maybe like a couple of days to read that. But yeah, we're gonna start that now. I was umming and ahhing what to do, whether to just go straight into it or go on to Never Lie, and yeah, I think I'm gonna go on to Never Lie. There goes Louis. So yeah, let's go ahead and read that. I'm very excited to read this book, to be honest, and I feel like it's much needed, yeah, to just have a little break from the ACOTAR books, and I feel like now is a good time to do that, so we're gonna do that. So I'm pretty sure after reading the blurb of this book that I've already met the FMC and the MMC. I don't like the MMC at all. And I'm only on to chapter 1. I feel like, yeah, I just don't know what it is. I just don't like him. And he's got blonde hair, so yeah, don't know what that is. I mean, I can't see anything, I've got blonde hair, but it's just a male with blonde hair. I don't know what it is. But yeah, I already don't like him. Just back from walking Louis, and to be fair, I have got right into a pretty good dint into this book. I'm about 30% through, and I'm really liking it so far. It's definitely one of those reads where you're just constantly wanting to know more. Like, as each chapter ends, you're just wanting to know more, which is what I'm really enjoying. It's given very much Verity vibes, 110% Verity vibes, and I am here for that. I'm so here for that. If you've not read Verity, for starters, you really need to. It's by Colleen Hoover, and it's so good. It's a suspenseful thriller, and basically the story goes where she goes to this house and she reads through these transcripts of like an autobiography that the author written but never wanted anyone to read. It's just reading through these transcripts, and she's just finding out more and more about the author, and just more stuff is unlocked. And that's exactly what this book is like. So they're at the house right now, and she's found all these cassette tapes from the doctor that has gone missing from this house, and they're full of like her patients' intakes. I can't think of what the word is. Like her patient's recordings. Everything that I'm saying as well is not a spoiler, because that's all like on the back of the book anyway. So everything that we're going through, I already knew was going to happen because of the back of the book. The vibes that I'm getting so far is that I do not like the main male character. I just think he's an absolute dickhead, and she is obviously very much head over the heels, but they've not been married for that long. They've been married for 6 months and they were together for, I think, just under a year, she said. But yeah, I'm not liking him. I don't like him. I do not like Ethan. Ethan can, yeah, jog on. But so far, I'm very much loving this book. Like I said, 30% of the way through. I think me and Connor are just going to chill out now and watch a film, and later tonight, just before I go to bed, I'm gonna try and get to about 50% or just over 50% of the book. I cannot wait to see what the twist is going to be, because I've seen so many people speak about this online. Loads of people just rave about the twist that happens in it, and I know Frida is very much known for her twists in books, so I'm very much excited to see what that's going to be. I'm kind of thinking, is it something to do with the boyfriend, or I don't know. I'm not sure, but I can't wait to see. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this so far. Yeah, I don't like this main guy. Like, he's being a right dickhead.
They're always dickheads, aren't they?
Not always. Reese isn't. And he's saying now that he never moved it.
All right.
And then he's basically saying that she's lying, and we're just saying, oh, it's a dark house, like, are you sure you definitely saw it? Now he's making her doubt herself and thinking, oh yeah, it was dark, maybe I did just see things. But she didn't. She saw it. And she saw that it had moved, and now suddenly it's back down, and he's being a dickhead and saying, oh, you probably just imagined it.
So he's gaslighting her?
Yeah! He's gaslighting her. I don't like him. I don't like Ethan. You don't like Ethan? I've literally just made myself a snack. This is like the most childish snack ever. Chocolate spread on toast. But it's just what I'm craving right now, and it looks like somebody wants some. It's not for you, Louis. It is not for you. Guys, oh my god, my hair literally looks a mess. So it's 11:30 right now, and I'm gonna go to bed. I have just been absolutely binge reading this. I only have a small amount left of the book, but I'm just so tired, so I'm gonna go to bed, and then in the morning we're definitely gonna finish this bad boy. Honestly, I have really enjoyed this book because, like I said before, every time a chapter ends, you just want to know more. It's got to a stage now where it's flicking between the past and the present, and it'll get to a scene in the present and something major would be just about to happen, and then it'll go back to the past in another chapter, and it's just like this is what's keeping you reading this constantly. It was only doing it going back and forth between past and present with little things that were definitely wanting you to carry on reading, but at the minute now near the end of the book, it's major things, like really big things that you just want to know. So yeah, that is why I've literally just been sat here binge reading this. But yeah, that is it. That's all I have left to read. I'm gonna go to bed and we'll revert back in the morning. Happy Tuesday. Can you see Louis sunbathing? We can sort of see him. I need to get some new cushions for outside so that he can actually sit on the bench and sunbathe. But I finished this morning. So I finished Never Lie by our girl Frida, and I really enjoyed this. I feel like it's just such an easy read. You proper get into it, like I was saying last night. Each time you turn a chapter, each time you turn a page, like you want to know more. It's super quick and easy to get into because the chapters are so small, and it just gets to the point and it just throws you in there straight away at the deep end. I was trying to think of what the plot twist was between some of the characters, and I thought I had it, but it was completely different to anything that I even thought it was gonna be. But to be honest, when it did eventually reveal the twist, I was kind of like, oh. Like, I wasn't overly surprised, even though it was nothing compared to what I thought it was going to be. And it was a surprise, but it wasn't like something that I was like, but I think the problem is because this book is so fast paced, you don't get connected to the characters, you don't really get connected to the plot an awful lot compared to like my big fantasy books. And for that reason alone, I think that's why when it eventually did reveal the twist, I was a bit like, oh, which I am a bit gutted about because I had really high hopes for this book, and it is a really good book, but I feel like I need something that's got a bit more depth to it and that's a bit longer. And these books are perfect, the perfect palette cleanser. Like, I'm not even kidding. It was so fun to read, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. So for that alone, I'm going to give this a 3.75. I have got another Frida book which I'm really looking forward to. I think I picked up The Inmate, and I'm just gonna save that for when I need like a good palette cleanser, something that I'm literally just gonna binge. It took me less than 24 hours to go through this whole book. I listened to quite a lot of it on audio book as well, and yeah, no, it was really good. I really enjoyed it. I had a really fun time reading this. Definitely recommend if you want a short, quick, gets to the point, fast paced, keeps you on edge book. And I definitely recommend this. So it's a little bit later in the afternoon now, and I'm gonna have some lunch, and I need to think about what book I want to read next. And I'm sorry guys, I don't know if I'm gonna end up reading A Court of Silver Flames. I really don't, because the 6th book isn't going to be released until the end of this year or early 2026. I know for a fact as soon as I finish it, I'm just gonna be like, oh my god, like, when's the next one coming out? And I'm gonna want to read it ASAP. So I don't, to be completely honest with you, I don't know if I'm gonna pick up that book in this vlog. I'm gonna have a think and see, because A Court of Frost and Starlight just left me on such like a happy note, and I know that the next book just goes on to completely different characters, but I know they are still featured in it, obviously, but it's revolved around completely different characters, and I'm not sure if I'm ready to quite let go of Reese and Feyre, if I'm being completely honest. That walk that me and Connor went on, oh my god, it was so nice. The sunset was just absolutely stunning. It was so nice. Absolutely shattered now though. We've had our tea and just getting into bed now, and I've been thinking about what book to read next, and this just isn't escaping my mind like whatsoever. So we're going to be reading Phantasma, which I'm so incredibly excited to read. I feel like since getting into reading, this book has just really stood out for me, and I bought it literally the other week in Waterstones because they had an offer on. It was buy one get one half price, I think it was, on book. So I picked this up straight away, and ever since I've just been so eager to read it. So I think this book is 493 pages, so I reckon, and I've checked on Spotify as well, they do have the audiobook on Spotify, so I reckon I'll get through this in maybe about 4 days if I just stay consistent with it, and I think I will, because I'm gonna make sure every time I'm walking Louis, if I'm doing stuff around the house, I am gonna be listening to it. I'm so excited to read this. This is a dark fantasy, a romance, and I haven't read anything yet that's dark fantasy, so I think this will be a good dip in my toes into the water, into the realm of like dark fantasy, and I don't think it's too intense. So yeah, I'm so incredibly excited to read this. So I'm gonna start it tonight. I am feeling really tired, so I think I'm probably gonna read for maybe like an hour or so, but yeah, let's start it. I can't wait for this. I've got a good feeling of this. I think this is going to be a 4-star and above, potentially.
Doesn't look like they want to go for a walk. Do you want to go for a walk? Do you want to go for walkies? You've been a very lazy boy this morning, haven't you? Very lazy boy indeed.
Happy Wednesday, guys. It is a brand new day and it is absolutely bloody boiling, if I do say so myself. The most British saying in the whole world. I swear I seen a post on Facebook the other day saying that apparently it's going to be warmer in North Wales than it is in Ibiza. So I don't know how accurate that is, but it feels warm. It feels really warm. I was nearly going to put my coat on top of my jumper, but I'm very glad that I didn't. There's the little boy. There's the little boy. So I started Phantasma last night and so far so good. It is so atmospheric and I think that's why I'm really enjoying it. It's a bit more of like a gothic scene and yeah, I'm loving it. I'm loving just thinking of this whole world in my head. So it's set in quite like a dark New Orleans setting. And yeah, I don't know what it is, but when I think of the manor that the two girls live in, I'm getting like Haunting of Hill House vibes, that sort of vibe, and with the roses on the front of it as well, covering the whole of it. It's just, yeah, it's very atmospheric. So we haven't actually been introduced to Phantasma yet, which I'm pretty sure it's like a set of games or something like that, these trials, and when you do it, you're granted a wish, but we haven't been introduced to Phantasma yet, but you're getting little snippets of it, like there's no one around, in usually a busy town, there's usually loads of people around, but there's no one there, and it's because everyone is crowded round what I'm guessing is Phantasma. Again, with the girls being drove into the main town as well, the people that are driving, they're like, oh my god, so the rumours are true, but you're not actually been fully introduced to it yet. But it starts off so strong. You're literally dipped into it straight away and you're introduced to the way this world is set out in terms of like just magic, dark spells, demons, devils, all that sort of lot, which I'm really enjoying. The girl off the back, the main female character, she has been given these gifts from her mum, and just the whole way it's been written about all these gifts and powers, because her mum is a necromancer. And at first I was like, what the hell is a necromancer? But it's someone who can contact and speak to the dead, and these powers are just being absorbed into her because of a certain event, which I'm not gonna say. And yeah, I'm just really enjoying reading it, so I'm gonna continue listening to it, but just whilst I'm taking Louis out for a walk. I've got most of my work done this morning, so yeah, it's lovely to get a bit of fresh air, and I'm just gonna listen to the audiobook on Spotify and hopefully make a nice big dent into it. Guys, I was so annoyed. So for some reason, whilst I was walking Louis, my phone just wasn't working. Like the mobile data just was not working whatsoever. So I couldn't listen to the audiobook because my Spotify wasn't working, which is so annoying. But I've just been doing a bit of housework and I've been listening to the audiobook on Spotify through my headphones, and we have met the MMC Blackwell, and he's giving Reese vibes. He's giving Reese vibes from Akatar. He's very cheeky. He's very like, oh, I don't know what it is, just speaking in a very cheeky bad boy vibes, and I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. The only trouble is though, I wish that he had dark hair. I don't know what it is, but it kind of just represents him. He's a phantom, and so ideally he's gonna have blonde hair, isn't he? He's got really, really blonde hair, and yeah, I'm just loving it. I'm loving it so far. It's haunted house vibes. It is haunted house vibes. At this point, she is in Phantasma because she's trying to find her sister, because she believes her sister has gone into Phantasma, into these games, and she's not even started the games yet, and things are already happening to her, and she's very much introduced to Blackwell. And we love a bit of him. I don't know what it is, but we love it. I'm literally just heading into the shops now because I need to go grab a few things. So I'm going to listen just whilst I'm wandering around. And yeah, I think I'm going to make a good dent into this book today. Okay guys, so our main female character, Ophelia, has literally just done her first trials. Oh my god, I'm probably getting into this book. The way it's just been written, it's just, yeah, so atmospheric, and it really does paint the picture in your head. But I cannot wait, once I've finished reading this book, to have a look at some fan art of Phantasma, because I'm not going to do it now, because I know that can provide spoilers. I know loads of people that I've spoke on YouTube or on TikTok where they've gone and looked at fan art and it's just given complete spoilers, so I'm not going to do that. But what I'm going to do now is I've recently started a book journal. See my cat there? That's my cat. See that was just like pure and utter chaos. That's my cat Milo, and they do like each other really. Louis, it's Milo. It's Milo, you nana. That was literally pure and utter chaos, Louis. It's okay, it's Milo. It's just a weird relationship they have with each other. Like, Milo will come in and they'll rub noses, but then Louis will get dead excited and Milo will just put him in his place and be like, no bitch, back off. So I think the plan is I'm just gonna doodle and do a bit more in my book journal. And I've done a whole video on this, by the way, of me going to the shop, picking out all the things and just creating this book journal. So keep an eye out for that video. I'm pretty sure, yes, that'll be going out before this video. So definitely keep an eye out for it. But yeah, it's so cute. But I'm just going to sit here and I'm just going to do a bit of doodling and carry on listening to this book. On, guys, and I'm about halfway through the book now and I'm having such a good time with this. Things are starting to get spicy between our two main characters, and I don't know what it is, but the main male character, Blackwell, I don't know what it is. I think it's because, I don't know, he's just giving like a bad boy energy. Just the way he speaks to Ophelia, literally just it literally has me in a chokehold. I don't know what it is. I'm loving the trial so far. So far, she's done 2 of the trials. And yeah, just, I'm really having such a good time with this book. I just think it's mental. Like, he's a phantom. He is a phantom. And he calls her Angel. So these books are actually interconnected standalone, and there's another book that's recently come out and I think it's called Enchantra. Something like that, and it's from the sister's perspective, and I'm already really looking forward to reading that. Definitely Louis' bedtime. Is it Louis' bedtime? Big yawn. Is it Louis' daycare time? Is it Louis' daycare time? How handsome do you look with that light shining on you? Hey? Good morning, guys. Happy Friday. I hope you're all well. We're just gonna drop the little boy off at daycare for the day. And guys, I finished Phantasma last night. Oh my god, I loved it so much. But as soon as I get back from dropping Louis off at daycare, we'll revert back and yeah, I'll tell you all about it. But I absolutely loved it. I really loved it. The sun is shining, and to be honest, I don't know how I feel about it. I love the sun, but I am an autumn winter girl, and at the minute, like as you can see, I'm just wearing joggers because this is my life. This is all I live in. I live in like comfy clothes, like oversized comfy clothes. So it does make me a little bit stressed out that now we have to start wearing summer clothes, but it's fine. We'll roll with it. We'll roll with the seasons. But yeah, no, I'm definitely autumn winter gal. Spooky season. Oh, I am a spooky season gal at heart. So I'm just back from dropping off Louis, and oh my god, guys, I love this book. I absolutely loved it. The only thing about this book, and I have seen so many people say the exact same thing, is that the ending does feel a bit rushed. I could have easily read a whole other book on this story, and I feel like I feel like it could have definitely been needed. But regardless of that, I still absolutely love this book. I was so invested in the characters. Considering it's a standalone, I absolutely loved it. Going back to what I said earlier about me being a spooky girl at heart, this just absolutely yeah, this is perfect for me. This is such a good read in the spooky season, Halloween time. This is such a good read. I might pick it up again, to be fair, when we get to September, October time, because I just loved it so much. So the rundown of this book is you have your main female character, Ophelia, and she has a sister who basically goes into these trials, these games called Phantasma, and she goes in to try and save her, to try and find her. So in these trials, so many people die, and the trials are based off the 7 deadly sins, I'm pretty sure. So like lust, greed, I can't think of what they are, but basically that's what all of the trials are based on. I think I love this because I'm a sucker for trials. In A Court of Thorns and Roses, the first book, the last half of the book, when she's doing those trials, I was so invested and I loved it. And that's what all of this book is based on. She's going through these trials and she's trying to find her sister. But during her time in Phantasma, she meets our main male character, and oh my god, I don't know what it is. He's a phantom, he has white hair, he has green eyes, and the way he speaks to Ophelia, oh my god, he is a sexy ass phantom. And to put it bluntly, oh my god, just the way he speaks to her, oh my god, it just really gets under my skin. I love it. I loved it so much. But obviously in Phantasma, nothing as it seems, and she's trying to unlock loads of different things about her family and why her sister's gone in, and I just absolutely loved this. I loved it. But for the main reason as to why I'm going to give it this rating is just mainly because I felt like the ending was just rushed. Like I said, I could have read a whole other book on this story, these characters, and I did have to reread the last chapter where it revealed a massive twist because I didn't quite get it the first time. And I read it and I was like, when I finished the book, I went onto TikTok and I was looking at videos of people basically explaining the ending, and I sort of got the gist on it. But then when I reread a few of the pages where I knew the twist happens, I then was reading it a lot slower and taking it in, and I got it. I was like, yes, I get it. But again, that's another running theme that I saw on TikTok. A lot of people did not get the ending. They were like, well, why is this? And what did that happen? And why did that happen? But as soon as I reread those pages and was a lot slower and took it in, I understood it straight away. Because of the sped up ending, I'm gonna give this 4.5 out of 5 stars. I absolutely loved this, guys. I loved it. Guys, this has spice in it as well. This is spicy. This is definitely the spiciest book that I've read so far. Bear in mind, the only other books that I've actually read that have a sort of spice element in is the Akatar books. And this just like completely just blows that out the window. But it is a dark fantasy romance, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. 4.5 out of 5 stars. I cannot recommend this enough. Go and read it. Oh, I absolutely love this. So yeah, guys, we're on Friday now, and I don't know what book to pick up next. I really don't. I have a feeling, because ideally the next book I read, I want to finish just to wrap up this vlog. And I think it is gonna seep into next week, and I don't know which book to read. I'm gonna have a think and we'll revert back, and yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. I keep thinking it's Friday, but it's not. It's Saturday. So tonight, well, later this afternoon, actually, me and my mum are going to be heading off for our spa day. The spa day is actually tomorrow, but we're going to where we're going for the spa day, and we're staying over. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. Where we're going, there's like a massive bookshop that I haven't actually been in yet. So I can't wait to have a little mooch around there, and I'll obviously take you with me. I've been thinking about what book to read, and I think I just want a short, silly book, because I know I'm not going to do an awful lot of reading this weekend. I didn't do any reading yesterday, actually. I just sat and I was just editing all day and just creating some TikToks because I finished Phantasma, didn't I, that night before. So I was just making some content for that. And yeah, just editing the YouTube video that will be already up before this one. I feel like I want to pick up now this book. So we're going to go ahead and read Flawless by Elsie Silver. Oh yeah, the font in this is huge. So I think this is going to be perfect for just a little spa day. Like I said, I don't think I'm going to do too much reading because I'm going to be with my mum. And yeah, I think this will just be perfect when I'm just sitting by the pool, chilling out, and I can make a good dent in it whilst my mum is having a massage for an hour. Yeah, we're going to start this. I need to walk Louis because I'm gonna walk him first, and then I've got some bridal trials here at my home studio, and then at about 12ish, that's when I'm gonna go pick up my mum, and then we're gonna head off. So I'm gonna listen. I'm hoping that this is on Spotify, so I'm gonna start listening to this now on my walk with Louis. Can't wait to get into this and see what the Elsie Silver hype is, and hopefully, well, maybe I might end up picking up all the other books because they are just so pretty. These books are so pretty. So as far as I'm aware, this is a cowboy romance. That is literally all I know, and apparently Elsie Silver books can get quite spicy, so we'll see. I'm excited, but yeah, let's go walk Louis. So we've just checked in. This is my mum. And we've just checked in to this cute little guest house. The beds look really comfy, actually. But yeah, this is where we'll be staying tonight until we go for our spa day tomorrow. My mum was saying that apparently I'm not going to get any chance to read, but I beg to differ. And she hasn't brought her book.
I never read, I just talk.
I've been trying to get my mum onto reading the Akatar series, and she's on the first book. She's borrowed the book from me. But which bit are you up to?
Stolen by a wolf and had the food.
Had the food. Oh yeah, okay. Okay.
She's at the food and not, and it's just vanished.
Okay. So you're not very far into the book at all
No,
then?
but it's good.
Yeah, it gets even better. The last bit is the best bit. You just need to keep reading.
No, it's good.
I might message her every day saying, have you read it? Have you been reading it? But yeah.
I started it on, I think it was 8:30 one night, and before I knew it, it was like 10:30 at 11:15. And I thought, I'd best go to bed. But that's how good it was, because
Yeah.
I was just flicking over the pages, just carrying on reading, and I was a bit shocked. I didn't know where time had gone, and I thought, oh my God.
Yep.
So it was good to do that.
Well, that's the joys of reading. So, like I said earlier, I'm reading at the minute Heartless. Is it Heartless? By Elsie Silver. And that is a cowboy romance.
Ooh,
So it is very different.
Yeah.
So that is very different to any book that I've read at the minute. This week alone, I've got through 2 books. So this is my 3rd book of the week.
Oh my God.
And yeah, no, I'm getting fast. Are you
sure you're reading?
Yeah, yeah.
Speed reading.
So yeah, so that's a contemporary romance, and it's completely different to any other book that I've ever read. I'm very much in my fantasy romantasy era. But we're giving a contemporary romance a go, and it's cowboy romance, so you might enjoy it
I
actually.
will. Anything to do with cowboys and music and romance.
I think you will enjoy it because the writing's quite big as well, and it's quite an easy read. It's only a short book,
Oh,
so,
easy. No
so
wonder
it's
you're
probably
reading.
perfect for you.
Oh, yes, yeah.
But yeah, there's a bookshop where we are that I haven't been in yet, so I'm gonna have a look in there.
Check out the bookshop.
Yeah,
And the gin.
and the gin. So yeah, we're gonna walk into town, and obviously gonna take you with me. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited.
I'm with you as well. So.
Oh yeah, of course. Wherever I go, my mum is not far behind.
Yeah.
Right, let's go. Guys, okay, I'm so sorry for how long this vlog has gone on for, because I have edited most of it and we're on about 45 minutes. So if you got to this part in the video, then mwah, I love you, I love you, I love you. Okay, right, reading wrap up. For starters, the last book that I was reading was Flawless by Elsie Silver. Oh my God, Rhett eaten. You don't understand how excited I am now to read the rest of the Chestnut Spring series. I am so flipping excited. I get it. I get the Elsie Silver hype. I get it all. And oh my God, I love this so much. When I was first reading this, I was and ahhing thinking, oh, am I gonna like this? Am I not? Because I just love fantasy romance. I'm a sucker for it. And I was thinking, is this gonna get me? But it did. It flipping did. I felt so many different emotions with this book. I related so much to Summer in certain situations with things that I've gone through in past relationships. And I absolutely love this. The end of this book made me feel so warm and fuzzy and just, I don't know what it was. I just felt so happy. So we've got our main female character Summer, and we've got our main male character Rhett, and Rhett is a cowboy and Summer's dad is basically Rhett's agent, and he's going a bit wild at the minute. He's going a bit crazy. So Summer's dad decides to set Summer a job to basically be his babysitter. Basically, to put it bluntly. So she goes and stays with him for, I think it's about a couple of months or something like that, just to make sure he stays on track, so his sponsors stay with him and so that he basically keeps his job, most likely. But obviously stuff happens, and yeah, I love this. At first I was thinking, oh, is anything major gonna happen? But then little things near the end did happen. And I loved it. I absolutely loved this. I ate this up. And this is such an easy read. I'm just in love with the way Elsie Silver writes. And the pages, like the actual words on the page are quite big. And it's just, I just love this book. I loved it so much. I had such a fun time with this book. And like I said, I can't wait to pick up all the rest. When I went away on the weekend with my mum to that spa day, I actually spotted another Elsie Silver book in a charity shop. And why did I not buy it? I do not know, but I think back then I was still at a stage like, oh, am I gonna like contemporary romance? Like, am I not? But I so wish that I picked it up because I'm just gonna go and buy all the rest of them. So I'm gonna give this book 4 stars. I loved it. I had such a good time, and yeah, I loved it. Loved it. Okay guys, let's do a reading wrap up so we can wrap up this vlog. And yeah, let's go for it. So the first book that I finished was this book in the Avatar series, A Court of Frost and Starlight. Loved this book and I rated this 4 stars. And then we went on to read Never Lie by Frida McFadden. And I'm pretty sure that I rated this 3.75, but I think now thinking back to it, I think I'm gonna rate it 3.5 stars. I did really enjoy this, but yeah, I just didn't feel that emotionally connected. And that's the reason why I'm gonna give it a 3.5. Still had a good time, but yeah, I just needed that. I needed that connection and I just didn't have it. And then we read Phantasma. Oh my God, I loved this book so much. So much. For a standalone, it just kept me so incredibly hooked. And oh, yeah, I ate this up. I can't believe how quick I went through this book. And I rated this 4.5 stars. If you haven't read this, you need to go and read it. It is bloody amazing. I loved it so much. I cannot wait to read Enchantra. Next time I go out book shopping, if I spot that, I'm grabbing it and I'm gonna read it ASAP. I am just, yeah, I'm so excited for that book. And then finally, we got Elsie Silver Flawless and rating this 4 stars. So yeah, guys, that is it for this reading vlog. Like I said before, if you've made it to the end of this video, then thank you so much for sticking around. I had so much fun at filming this vlog, considering it's my first reading vlog as well, and I basically got through all these in just over a week, which I think is crazy, but it's just, yeah, it just shows how much I just really enjoyed these books and just got sucked into them. So that is it for this reading vlog, guys. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to check out my other socials. I'll leave the link to all of my socials, my Booksta, my BOOKTOK, all of that jazz in the description. And yeah, I hope to see you over there in my other socials. But thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye!